Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to the channel where we talk about music licensing, music production, and music business. If you love any of the previously mentioned, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all my latest content. And hit that little, the little bell notification icon thingy so you know exactly when that content drops. So it's Friday. We are back for another live music review session. To see what y'all got, man. Last week was pretty dope. It was kind of jazzy, so I was definitely rocking with last week. So I'm excited to hear the submissions that we have this week. Shout out to my guy LaSoul. What's good, bro? Good to see you back in the building. Let me move this thing again. So yeah, should be super dope. In the chat, what's up, bro? Thanks for the exposure. I'm doing homework, no doubt. That's what's up. Lamar Webster back in the building. What's good, Lamar? Good to see you, bro. Marlon McNichols is back. Shout out to Marlon. Marlon came through was that last night? Yeah, it was last night. I was cooking up live during the NBA Finals. Appreciate you coming through, Marlon. Eugene Nicholas, what's up, man? Good to see you again. We create music back in the building. A regular here on the channel. Shout out to the homie. So yeah, man, yeah. So this week was pretty cool. I'm not mad at this week. It was productive. Yeah, got quite a few submissions. Let's see. Where we starting at? Let me make sure I'm starting in order, to be fair. And then let me refresh, because sometimes, Disco would do something weird. All right, we good. We are good. Late night session. I was about to binge watch something. My bad. I messed up all of that. So yeah, I shifted the time this weekend just cause it worked out better for your boy. So we're gonna try this 10 o'clock joint out and see how it works. What's up, Relay? No doubt, man. Glad I can help, man. Y'all know that's what I'm here for, to help people, man. Let me see what else we got. What is it? Never Ender. I don't know how to say it. Let me know how to say it, man. But what's up? You're new here, but you're like fam already, so welcome. Been waiting for tonight so I can check this out. Dope, man. I'm glad you're here. I just watched Black Week. I'm so y'all gonna get me on a Marvel tangent, man. I'm so excited about Black Widow. Yeah, I'm excited. Me and my son, we was watching Marvel stuff all day today. Because now on Disney Plus they have it where you can stream them in order of like the timeline, like they did Star Wars like that, so you can watch them like in order of when stuff was actually happening, other than like the random, how they be putting stuff together, man. It's like you gotta go back and link it in your mind and all that weird stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I know it was good. Like Marvel never fails. I've been loving the series they've been doing too. So yeah, Marvel's on point. What's up, Go Season? He said it's straight fire. I'm excited. I will look for it later tonight. Watching Black Widow tomorrow. Dope. Low-key is pretty good. What did we do? I think we're on episode 3 or 4, because we definitely fell asleep on because we watched one episode. I think we watched episode 2, and then we started 3, and then was knocked about 15 minutes in that joint. So we got to go back and watch 3, and then we're gonna catch up on the rest from there. But yeah, Loki is definitely good. What's up, Logic Sounds? Good to see you, man. I was late into submissions, but maybe next time, no doubt. All right, y'all, man. Let's get into it. Y'all know how we get down. Cut Loose. What's up? Perfect time tonight. Been having to tune in from work with the early. Oh yeah. No, I definitely dig that, man. Yeah, let's see how it goes, man. Maybe, maybe we'll make it a regular, just testing out some different times, seeing what works for everybody. All right, so the first one is from Relay. Shout out to Relay Graphics. This one is called Keep Trying. I'm gonna mute my mic because I'm gonna be listening on my monitors. So y'all don't get that weird feedback stuff. Okay, so I think this one, the structure could use some work. I think it could build a little bit faster. The vibe is like, it reminds me of some stuff that I had in rotation in Europe for the retail. Like they had like this retail radio stream stuff, and it was stuff that was like that. Like it was cool, laid back. Wasn't doing a whole lot. Good shopping music. I think the timing on some of the instruments were off. The kick and the EQ and the mix would need some work as well, just to tighten it up. The kick was like, I felt it mostly like in the 808. Like there wasn't any punch to it. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe layer it with a punchier kick. Maybe boost the EQ around 200. What is it? 200 kilohertz. And just tighten up that timing and then the structure. Making sure it builds into something a little bit faster, because it was just, it kind of stayed in the same place for a while and didn't really know where it was going. But that's what comes to mind when I hear it. It's like something that could be on some type of like streaming radio for like, restaurant, shops, stores, elevator music even. It's like it's just real smooth and mellow. So yeah, I think you're on the right track. It's just tightening up the mix, sound selection, and then structure and direction. So yeah, appreciate you sending that in, Relay, and sharing it with us. Let's see. Lamar says lacking in a melody theme for me. Yeah, beat came in too late. It took a while for the beat to come in. Yeah, I can see that. Travel commercial vibe, like Caribbean cruises. Indeed, I could hear that. Like the part where all the instruments were in there when the chords and everything were there. Yeah, very very repetitive. It's a vibe, very vibe. Yeah, it was definitely a vibe for sure. Yep, just a matter of building on that joint. So yeah, man, dope stuff. Let's see what we got next. No vacancy. It's it's an unknown file. Whoever submitted no vacancy, I can't play it because it's an unknown file. Was it an MP3? I don't know if they're in here, but yeah, unknown file type. On to the next. We got Justice. Unknown. Hold on now. This one's saying unknown file. Now I know everybody ain't submitting unknown file types. Let me see. Let me give everybody the benefit of the doubt and refresh. Make sure, it ain't the browser or disco glitching. That's the first time I've seen that. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here. Some of the other ones are showing up though. That's super weird. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. My browser don't want to refresh either. That's weird. No doubt, no doubt. That's the name of the band in School of Rock. Dope. All right, let me get my browser open back up. Oh, yeah, what I was gonna tell you though, for anybody who's interested, I don't know if they still do it, but I think they're still around. It's a company called Sound Reef. I'll type it in the chat. But it was like soundreef.com or something like that, or just Google like Sound Reef. You can't, like, whatever you send them, you can't register those tracks with like a pro here in the US. Just a heads up. So, be prepared for that. And you can't like submit it to other publishers for licensing or anything. But if you have tracks that's just sitting there not doing anything, and like you want to like submit it to them, they'll like, if it gets accepted, they'll upload it to a bunch of, like I said, like the retail streaming market or whatever. And like literally your stuff will be playing all over Europe. So I've seen a few royalties from it. I pulled my tracks out because I wanted to send those tracks to some other publishers, but it was pretty cool, man. Like they really stream a lot. Especially if you have a lot of music like that. All right, so yeah, it just says unknown file type. All right, well, we just gonna keep it moving. This is from Cut Loose. Shout out to Cut Loose. I seen him in the building earlier. When do I accept submissions? Oh yeah, so Thursdays. So the day before yesterday. Thursdays. At 8 a.m. I send an email out to everybody who's on my email list. So if you want to get on the email list, just go to this link here and download the free 6-step guide to getting TV placements. That'll get you on my email list so you can submit early. But you can always submit here live if you want to. If you want to skip the line, you just have to pay the $25 super chat. And then just let me know where I can find your music online, and then we'll look it up. So those are the two ways to submit your music. And yeah, that's it. So let's see what Cut Loose got. Okay, so I'm not completely mad at that joint. I think it needs some work, but You understand chords, you understand melodies. I kind of like the how you switched it up. That was cool. I think it's just too sparse. The mixing needs work. Like the kick was distorted as well. Like just the mixing. Some stuff was peaking. I could hear that in the monitor. So stuff was like popping and stuff like that. So maybe just turn your volume down. Before I don't know what your mixes look like. I don't know if you have stuff on the mastering chain or whatever, but just turn your volume down so stuff isn't peaking like that. And then when it's time to master the track, that's when you can kind of boost the volume using some mastering plugins and things like that, and you won't have to worry about stuff sounding distorted and clipping and things like that. I love the sting ending. I feel like you nailed the sting ending on the end, so you definitely got that. It was kind of short. Like I just think it needs a little bit more development so we can add some instrumentation. It was a lot of space in the middle. Maybe have throw a pad in there to kind of fill up that space a little bit. Add some different instrumentation and transitional effects so we can kind of feel that build a little bit more. But yeah, not a bad start at all. So yeah, I appreciate you submitting that. Cut loose. Let's see. Too many thumps. Where's my mouse? Yeah, this week has been the most non-technological working week. Ain't nothing working this week. Mouse just decided it wanted to not show. Okay, let me see. I submitted to this live stream. Can I do a super chat and have you review it? Yeah, absolutely. Yep, just do the super chat and then we'll jump straight to that joint. Keys was fire. They feeling the keys indeed. Nicole liked the build up. What's up, Nicole? A little more of the drum kit too, since we're cool. Yeah. I could hear that. Maybe some more in the drum section. Got some work to do on the level in that area. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Nah, listen. Man, look, it took me so long to get mixing and stuff down, man. So like I get it. Like that's a part of the process, you know what I mean? So I definitely understand. So hopefully these tips and critiques help you guys, and at least gives it gives you somebody to bounce your ideas off of, so you'll know if you're on the right track and what you need to tweak. So yeah, dope stuff. Eugene wanted more to happen. Indeed. He says retrograde. If you don't hurry up and make Sting ending shirts, I will. I know. I gotta get on it, man. I gotta get on it. The Sting ending. Yes, sir. Working on stuff now. Shall I export for a review? Go ahead. We here for the next hour or so. We chilling. I got my water. I'm here for the long haul. Okay, so let's check out Jimmy Rhodes. All I ever needed was you. Okay, we got it in the submissions. I laughed earlier because I seen two people say follow the instructions, and I laughed because a lot of people don't follow instructions. I don't understand it. You gotta follow instructions, man. You just won't get far in licensing if you don't, because literally every project you work on is like a list of instructions, like very detailed instructions. So definitely pay attention, read like multiple times, step by step, because it literally pays. All I ever needed was you. Got you. Boom. Let's dig into it.
They say nothing lasts forever but me and you together through all the stormy weather, baby. Girl, keep on lying to yourself. You're thinking when he can change. He makes the same mistakes. Why do you play his games? He might be sorry, send you flowers. That don't take away the things he put you through. That pain don't fade away. He don't know what's good, so she'll just let him know that he gon' mess around and lose her. She's the best thing he got. She's had broken hearts, but this could do her in there. Love needs life support. On bended knee he plays. They say nothing lasts forever but me and you together through all the stormy weather, baby. All I ever needed was they can say whatever but me and you are better. Our love can last forever, 'cause all I ever needed was you, you, you. It's you, girl, you. I do need you, 'cause all I ever needed was you, you, you. It's true, yeah, you. I do need you, and all I ever needed was you. You gotta be a goddamn fool thinking it's a game. You keep making her promises, but things ain't changed. Is she the best damn woman that you ever had? And you gon' mess around and lose it to another man? With all the chances she gave, you watch her fly by. So either get it together or tell her bye-bye. You got the love on the line, send her the message, 'cause she's the one that you need. Quit all the stressing and be the man of her dreams. You won't regret this. Give her all of your time, some things are priceless. You can turn this thing around and be the hero, or you can keep playing games and be the zero. It's on you to make a choice, you better get it right, 'cause you about this.
Yo, that joint was terrible. No, I'm just playing. Yo, it was dope. I rock with it, man. Nice vocals. The mix is nice. Yeah. No, the joint was dope. I think lyrically it was dope. All I ever needed was you. Yeah, no, that's a solid record. Good, great work, Jimmy Rhodes. Yeah, no, that joint was nice. Nice smooth vibe. Yeah, no, I think it has potential. With the right sing, and you know, depending on what's going on, absolutely. No, that's fire. Y'all give my guy Jimmy Rhodes a round of applause. Nice work. I'm curious though. I just want to see how it ends.
All I ever needed, and all I ever needed was you.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad ending. Like for songs, you know, like going back to the Sting ending, LW, like they don't have to be like the endings on my songs, like they're solid, defined endings like that. Sometimes they're not like always the hard orchestral hit Sting endings, like, you know, like my instrumental cues are. But something like that works. Like I feel like an editor can transition to a different scene with an ending like that. So good work on that as well. Dope stuff. The wobbly sound. Never and I'm gonna just keep messing this up because I can't hear people talk on here. But never Ander said he don't like the wobbly sound, man. Y'all, he don't like it, Jimmy. Yeah, great work. Mix is tight. Sound good on the Yamaha HS5s. Yes, they sound good on these Adams too. Dope. Jimmy Rose, man, let the people know where they can find your music. Leave it in the chat, man, so they can check you out. And dope stuff. And I appreciate the super chat too, man. Much love. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the next one. See what else we got in this inbox of mine. All right, this is my guy G McRae. G, where you at? I know you in here every week. This one is the call. Oh, actually, he left a note. He said he won't make the stream. But we're gonna play it anyway because he's gonna come back and watch this thing. out to my guy G, man. I hear you with the Sting ending. I like this one. I like the structure. The one thing I don't care for is it sounds like there's in your mix there's a lot of emphasis on those high end frequencies in the EQ. And those joints they're cutting through. Like over here on the monitors, like I can hear them, and the editors will probably send it back and be like, yo, like, can you change the sounds or the EQ? So I would be careful on I don't know what you're mixing on, but on your high end, I would be real conservative on boosting the EQ in those frequency ranges. So like on your those hi-hats and the triangle that was panned to the right, the synth sounds, like all of your percussion sounds, they're just really, really bright, and it's you know, it's a little distracting, and it's like hissing on the ears. So keep that in mind. Maybe turn your drums up a little bit. But yeah, I think that something like that could probably work on like some, like it has like that pulsating investigative kind of vibe to it. Nicole says she can see this on a video game. Has a sniper soundtrack vibe. Yeah, so not too crispy. Lamar says animation vibe or a cartoon piece. Yeah, I can definitely hear something like that. A video game app, something like that. So yeah, just be careful on the EQs. Excuse me. What else? But yeah, that was it. I think overall, I think like the structure is solid. Ending is cool. Vibe is cool. It's just solidifying that mix, tweaking that joint. I think you're onto something. So shout out to G McRae. He'll come back and watch this and listen to what we had to say. Shout out to G. All right, let's see. Next up we have Degree Me from, I think it's Japan. Okay, here we go. I be sitting here like thinking.
Yeah. Just got my degree. So y'all again can't tell me shit. Look. On the phone with D-Van, reminisce on weekends where we would shoot the inside the Volkswagen, the deep end. Do I approach that depends if you speak in pretense. So if you cannot stand me, then might please be seated. Money on my phone like hello, who this? Women want a loan, so they expose loose. Fresh out my digestion, boy, I got new. And my is adhesive, it's the that sticks. My kicks match my fit. I kick back and sit and kickbacks with kids who distract with sips of Hennessy to the lips. From Tennessee to the peach, I'm preaching a sermon of wisdom. I wish you ponder or listen. I wish you conquer your vision. Pray we all go the distance. This is more than good karma. This is more than religion. This is Sunday dinner at the four-way. What a flex. Hottest homie with degrees. I make a bad sweat. Degree me. Degree me. Degree me, degree me. Party at my place, tell your friends to bring a friend. Tonight we going up like B.O.B. in 2010. Degree me, degree me, degree me, degree me. School of hard knocks, I was summa cum laude. Graduated from the struggle, so I gotta thank God. Riddle me this, it seems there's riddling in his sleeves. Belittling infant dreams, he's always was mama's baby. Innocent in his schemes, diligent in his deeds. He got you on all you need. The plug life going brazy, from thug life to the baby. Brand new Lamborghini, guinea cop car. Party like a rock star, you know it's all. Funny games to the shot start. The know-it-all who learned that he isn't that smart. I got involved with different crowds who would drown me in.
My mouse be tripping. Yo, that joint was a vibe. It's a whole vibe. Joint's dope. Degree me, lyrics, flow, delivery. That joint was smooth. It was definitely smooth. I'm feeling that, man. I don't really know the artist name. I think it's Jalen Veasley, Degree Me. That's dope. I see a lot of people liking the jazz, the sax. Yeah, that joint's fire. So yeah, there we go. We got the buzzer again. Yeah, it's online. Let me see if they'll let me copy and paste this. I don't know what that. It's like a couple links. Let's go with the first one. This should at least give you the listen, if this mouse. All right. That should at least point y'all in the right direction so y'all can check that joint out if y'all want to stream it. Marlon says that's a vibe. Will Harvey, what's good? Let's be extra dope. Anybody know Blue Scholars? I don't. If anybody do, let me know. Or if anybody does. Logic Sounds is feeling it. Shout out to the wife, Ashley Clint. This has a nice vibe to it. Appreciate you. Money Up Records. Nice. Eugene. Indeed. Dope stuff, man. Y'all getting the night started right. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got, man. Let me see. This is Money Up. All right, let me see. Everybody or Everybody by Cutter. That's how it's said. Everybody.
Money Up Records.
All right.
What it do, cuz? Just touched down. Coming around Southwest Concourse right now. Just got off the plane, man.
Yeah, man.
That part
I
would
done
work.
set that up. That Uber right there at the airport waiting on you, man. Yeah.
You ain't talking about money, what you saying? Everybody talk a good game when they playing. Everybody trying to get money, everybody chasing that money, everybody. You ain't talking about money, what you saying? Everybody talk a good game when they playing. Everybody trying to get money, everybody chasing that money, everybody. I'm on a mission for paper, just like my cousin Contact. I'm hollering Money Up Records for y'all who didn't know that. Ain't the man in my city, but I'm getting money, who with me? Burn it back cause I love it, I swear I'm blowing like Whitney. Bring that tank to the kitchen, she said she going, she kidding me. But she getting me. No kidding me, going up on Tuesday with Woman Crush Wednesday. Like Fetty Wap, baby, come my way. You ain't talking about money, what you saying? Everybody talk a good game when they playing. Everybody trying to get money, everybody chasing that money, everybody. You ain't talking about money, what you saying? Everybody talk a good game when everybody.
Steady crew.
Everybody.
Everybody. That's what's up. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, no, it can definitely be used for like some club scenes. The hook is strong. Everybody getting money, stuff like that, subjects like that work in TV and film. Like I said, for different scenes, situations. The one thing though, you gotta create some mixes that don't have like the intros. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand it's like a video, it's an album joint or whatever, a single or whatever. Do your thing creatively, but how do you get out of this like video? I didn't even know they accepted video. Also, submit MP3s, not videos, if you guys are submitting. But you just gotta get right into the music, right? Because they don't want to hear like you mentioned your artist name most times. Maybe unless it's like a featured placement, then they're, depending on the agreement, they may be a little more lenient on certain things, but mentioning, your record label, Money Up Records, that wouldn't fly. Any producer tag, stuff like that doesn't work. You got to create versions without that stuff, and just being careful of, of just having versions that have, the talking intros in the beginning and saying specific things or places and cities and people and labels and businesses and brands and all that stuff. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I would create like a whole album of records kind of like in that lane of winning, getting money, things like that. And you know, you can submit like whole albums just for licensing, man. And a lot of these music libraries, they'll pick it up, and they'll pitch it. So yeah, I appreciate you submitting that. Money Up Records. I think y'all submitted something else that had I think it had like a strong hook, a couple weeks ago or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no, that's what's up. How do I submit this working jam? Is it not, so you're literally like live working on that joint? If it's not online, then we won't be able to hear it. You can submit it next week if you get as long as you're on the email list. I'll send out an email next Thursday, and then you can submit it, and we'll check it out next Thursday. It's funny that everybody like knew he was from St. Louis though. That's hilarious. So that's the only place that they say it like that. Reminds me of Murphy Lee. See walking in my living room. Alavon said not that one, but keep going. Alavon didn't like it. Definitely a St. Louis vibe. Does have St. Lunatics feel. Yeah. But see, that's the thing though. So say you get a movie or like a show, and then they're going, it may be based in St. Louis, or there may be a scene that's in St. Louis, and they like, yo, like we want like St. Louis inspired rap songs or whatever. Like, boom, that's an opportunity to use that because it's gonna sound like authentic St. Louis, right? So, it can be an opportunity for it for sure. It just, it just has to be the right opportunity. All right, dope. Let me see. Literally just semi-mixed and uploaded to SoundCloud. Indeed, man. Drop a super chat. Drop a $25 super chat and drop the link, man. Drop the link in the chats, or show me what name. Tell me what name to type in SoundCloud, and we'll look it up. All right. Let's while he's doing that, let's move on to this other one. This is The Creators. Shout out to The Creators. Regular, what do you call it? Viewers? I was going to say listeners, but it is kind of listening too at the same time. But anyways, this one is, what is this? Holiday Cheer? Yo, they've been in the Christmas bag for about 3 weeks now. Let's see.
Happy holidays, girl, I'm on the way. Dashing through the snow down the interstate. I pull up with gifts and we started kissing. I picked you up, took you to the kitchen, made our way upstairs, made love in the shower. No interruptions, baby, that's weird. Home alone, just me, you, nobody else. We got the whole house to ourselves.
Yo, shout out to The Creators. This is a R&B joint, man. Like, it started out kind of Christmassy, but shoot, the thing that's a straight R&B joint. There was parts where I couldn't hear vocally what was being said. So I think the vocals could be tightened up. So they come through cleaner. And and so you want to hear what's being said, especially with something with the minimal instrumentation. You don't have a bunch of drums and stuff like that, so I feel like the vocals should really come out. But I like what you're doing. I like the tone in the voice. I just think the recording or the tuning of it or whatever, like, could just be not the tuning, because it wasn't like off tune, but how you have the pitch correction on the hard side to where you hear like every note that it's trying to fix. I think it kind of took away from it, because I think the voice is nice, but it's kind of covering it up a little bit, and it's making some words hard to hear. Yeah, I think it's a good R&B joint. It could probably be used like on a Christmas music love scene or something like that. So yeah, I'm not completely mad at it. Oh, the EQ on the strings, super duper bright on the high end. I would warm those up a little bit. Especially when you started getting like in those high notes, the EQ was definitely on that high end. So keep that in mind. But yeah, appreciate y'all submitting that, creators, as always. LW, congrats on the stream not crashing. So listen, y'all should have been here last night when I was trying to cook up. So I think I figured out what the issue was as far as, the live Q&A streams and then these music streams, right? So at first I was using the cable, the cam link, and I was plugged in through that. And that's when I was having issues. So then I plugged in just using the micro USB straight into the computer. And now I haven't had the crashing issues, with an exception of yesterday when I was running Logic and a bunch of other stuff. That joint, it crashed on me like at least 15 times. It was quite interesting. So yeah, but I think for like, this basic stuff, camera and screen sharing, it's holding up. So thank you for not crashing, Ecamm. Please don't jinx it though. Love the harmony. Creator said true. I hope I just did $75. If you sent $75, I would not know how to refund that through YouTube. That's gonna be we would just be playing like 3 songs, because or you'll be waiting for YouTube to respond, because I don't even know how you refund the super chat. Like that's a YouTube thing. So all right, let's go on to the next one, which is whatever. Yo, have I been talking this whole time on mute? Listen, let's go to.
Ain't no one fucking with the J Prodigy.
They like my vibe or whatever. Gold necklace for a tire or whatever. She kinda shy or whatever. I think she my type or whatever. Look me in my eye or whatever. Going hard till I die or whatever. Ayy, I'm to the drip like ayy. How I be feeling like whoa. Big cheese, no apple. They call me Mac or whatever. I'm in my bag or whatever. Run up a tag or whatever. Run up a tag, I'm in. Made the beat and it hits. The young music not lit. Those are songs I skip to it like my lord. Finna kick it with my boo. Herschel grill or whatever. What a smart girl too. She like hot boy Joes. And the fact that I don't give a dose. They're talking crazy in my throat. Oh, it's so hot for you. Hey, run it up, yes please. You know my teacher, little thought, don't test me. Hey, I hope I ruin your day. Ay, ay, I hope I ruin your day. Text a broken girl, little mom, what's your damage? Then search a gift, send a pic of a bandage. Ay, I hope I ruin your day. Ay, ay, told you I ruin your day. Get it and go and I stop on a dime. Shawty like me, tell that hoe get in line. I'm 24, get this love in my prime. Guatemalan mommy, gon' make you mine. Look at my wrist, don't be wasting my time. I'm kinda lit right now, don't blow my high. Asked for her number and she was like no. Looked at her gym face and I'm just like why? She said she got a boyfriend, I said why? She said she love him and I'm just like why? Looked at the ground cause she ain't had no answer. Then she looked up and she asked for my sign.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what I could hear this on. Mixing definitely needs some work. Presentation lyrically, I'm not catching the theme. It just seems like whatever. Like it just seems like what the song is like. So yeah, this one I can't really picture it on anything. The 808s were definitely out of tune and they were kind of overpowering, and the high ends on the mix, gotta watch those high ends. It was kind of hard to hear what was being said on some things. If it did get used, it would be like on just some straight vibe stuff. Like they just literally just want to vibe and they don't care what the lyrics are saying. So, maybe, but as far as it being open and used in a variety of situations, I don't really see it. But yeah, no, I appreciate you submitting that, J Prodigy. Let me see. It said the flute is good, sound like a native sample. Fix the 808s, but has Atlanta vibes if the show ever comes back on. I really hope it does, because that was such a dope show. Nicole likes it. Would need a clean TV version, absolutely. I hope I ruin your day. Hey, they may take that clip and use that. You never know. I wish I can hear the beat hit harder. Indeed, vocals need some de-essing. Yep, I can hear that. Yeah. Yep. So yeah. Dope stuff. All right, let's see what we got next. My mouse is like really spazzing. Like I was over here trying to fix it. All right, this one is Judges, Mustaga, Joe Jones. Mustaga by Joe Jones. Let's check it out. Nope. Wrong one. Oh, come on, man. You couldn't give me this thing ending. Like, come on, man. But I was feeling that joint. It obviously it was orchestral. Drums were definitely distorted and peaking. That's an easy fix, just turn the volume down on the master or on all the tracks, and then, boost your volume on the master using some mastering plugins or something like that. Make sure you check your low ends, make sure, a bunch of instruments aren't sitting in those low frequencies to leave room for the lower stuff. It is a long track. It's 5 minutes and 23 seconds. So, they know they had a note that says it could definitely be used for a movie. So, it seems like they had more of like a score in mind. But yeah, if you wanted it to be used for like a cue or something like that, I think you would have to build faster and have quicker change ups and more of a structure. But I think it's dope. Like, whoever did this is dope. I think, like I would take like what you're doing here, and I would make like 5 to 10 tracks just like this, but I would just structure them different. I would structure them like a minute and a half and like create like tracks just like this and create, like a 5 to 10 track album of this joint. Yeah, because you won't, for an instrumental cue, like, you're not going to need 5 minutes and 23 seconds. If you're actually scoring something, scoring is more so like, they're not really, and I mean, it depends on the project, but usually you have music in like bits and pieces of the film, not like all throughout for a long period of time. But again, that depends on what's going on. But I thought it was dope. Just be careful with those with the levels peaking, so you don't have that distortion. But yeah, dope work. That was super dope. Sterling was waiting for the drop. It's a long track for sure. Yeah, indeed. The timpani was a nice touch. Yeah, I love those timpanis. Let me see. I like it. I think it might just be too loud coming out of the actual sound system though, or is it clipping? Yeah, it was clipping. Cause I even have like, I have my system audio actually turned down like 20 notches. Like it's at 80. It's not even at 100. So, I keep it the same, so I can, which lets me know too if it's like too loud or too low or something like that. I just keep it all the same. But yeah, dope stuff. All right, let's see what we got. We got my guy Tracy Brown. He's back. LW jinked my mouse too, because the stream was going fine, and then I started having mouse issues. All right, Tracy, let's see what you got, bro. Nice. It didn't change up, it didn't break down. I think let me see. I think with something like this, man, like I would take. I love those little harps, man. That it just. My joint on mute. So I would take this intro. Out, and just come in with these drums. Like maybe do a riser for like 2 seconds. Come in on this first verse. Build up just like you did. Keep that the same. This can be your hook right here. So this can be your hook. And then right there, break it back down to like a second verse. Don't do the hook a second time. But I would just go break it down, maybe take some of the drums out, do a little breakdown, and then build back up just like you did that first time. And then, you know, I think I heard your sting ending. Throw that sting ending back on there. And it's dope. No, the joint was a vibe though. Like the mix was dope. The mix was dope. The structure, well, we just kind of tweaked that live. It wasn't bad, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I would do to it. And then yeah, no, that joint sounds solid though. Love the drums, like how the drums were hitting. Everything was solid. And you know what? Something like this could be used like, okay, so take for example, what's that show? House Hunters International, right? So they be house hunting all over the world. So they go to different places and they want like certain kind of vibes depending on where that episode is being filmed at. And I feel like this is something that would fit well for that too. Because it kind of has those, I kind of felt like some Oriental vibes in that joint. So that would be dope, man. Like you can even create a whole album like, using these same sounds, having that same kind of vibe. And submit that, and that joint to get used on shows like that all the time. Like I'm still getting placements on House Hunters International from like some Latin tracks that I did, and yeah, like they just use it over and over again because it's not like it's stuff out there, but it's not like a whole lot of like high quality fusion stuff with like those dope drums that you add to it. So yeah, good work, man. I was definitely on mute, like giving you a whole gem, but I just repeated it, so you didn't miss out on anything. Shout out to my guy Big Shot, man. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Yeah, no problem, Tracy, man. Love what I'm hearing, and love hearing the growth, man, from week to week. Super dope. Nicole's vibing with it. Blink Beats is rocking with it. The deep 808 is nice. Yeah, absolutely. I see everybody telling me that I was muted, man. I was having a whole conversation. That's hilarious. A little international feel. Yeah, yep, absolutely. So dope, man. So let's see what we got next. Smash the like button, man, if y'all feeling this tonight. Some dope music coming through. Let me see. Oh, this is my guy Anigo. Yo, Anigo, man. Hey, from week to week, Anigo be coming with the heat. Like, I don't know. Let's see what he got.
Smiling back at me through the with you. There's so many things that we can do. Do it, it's me, hey now, baby, I'm a queen. I will never let nobody get in between. Oh, love, you're the only one I want. We're going down with our hands to the sky like the stars we tryna touch. We got the recipe for change and it's all love. Realizing it all starts with us, and we're enough. Oh. Whatever you want, whatever you need, I got you, baby.
I rock with it. I am not mad at all, man. Anigo always comes through. Like, I see like a new artist like all the time. I don't know. I think he's like a producer, and he just like produces like all the dope artists from wherever he is. But shout out to Anigo, man. Dope stuff. Let me make sure I'm not muted before I get into this review. We're good. Okay, so it's dope. I think it has like a nice light, light vibe, positive vibe. Yeah, I can see TV, film, commercial, all of that, man. Let me see how you ended it, because it looked like that joint is fading out though. Let me see. Good old fade outs. Oh, it's like a semi fade out. Like, it's not all the way fading out, but it's kind of fading out. That's something that can be tweaked. But yeah, shout out to Anigo. Yet again, good stuff, man. I seen my guy Off Key. Shout out to Off Key. Yeah, so Off Key, I thought you were on my joint, but the let me see. On this email list, I know you're on one of my emails. You're on one of those joints. Shoot me an email, man. I'll make sure you're on this one. If you're not, you can just download this free 6-step guide, which I know you've been in my Road to 10 placement session, so you got the gems already. But this will put you on the email list if you want to do it that way, or just shoot me an email, because I know you already have my email address. And I'll make sure you're on it. So every Thursday, I send out an email Thursday morning with the instructions on how to submit to the playlist. And then if you're live, like if you have something posted online, you can skip the line with a super chat, and then we'll just look it up and stream it. But if it's something you want to submit and like upload directly, then we do that on Thursday. So yeah, man, that's how it works. All right, let's see. So yeah, it looks like everybody's rocking with that joint. This is Lamar's top pick for the night. Do we have an MVP? Where's the LW gives away the MVP? So, she has to be the one to solidify the MVP. Let's get through. I think I got time for a couple more. Let's see what we can get through. Let's see. We played that one because that was a super chat. Okay, cool. This is Terminating an Enemy. Let's see what Terminating an Enemy sounds like. This does sound like Terminating an Enemy. I'm sorry, but this has to be the new MVP. Yeah, that was fire. So whoever did this are you here? Are you in the room? That joint was epic. So whoever did it, they've been studying trailers because it's formatted as a trailer. So like the drops and where they happen and how they happen is literally like a trailer format that I recently learned doing some trailer stuff. So nailed it. The build up was super dope. Yeah. It'll get used. They honestly, a lot of trailer stuff that you hear is stock stuff. But nah, good work. I think that joint is dope. I think it's super dope. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Nah, that was it. MVP. All right. We got let me see. We got my guy La Soul Music, Lorenzo. Is Lorenzo still in the building? All right. Let's see what we got. This is Spiritual Redemption from La Soul. Little guitar solo at the end there. Okay, so I like the vibe. I just think we have to go somewhere with it. Around 27 seconds, I would have added some different instrumentation. I'm trying to think. I would probably have the Oz, the quiet, the like the chorus vocals. I probably have those like in the hook. And then in the verses, maybe filter them in the verses. You know what I'm saying? So put like a what is it? Put a filter on the vocals, and then as you build up into the hook, have that filter kind of come off a little bit, so that they're out full, more bright. That way we're not hearing them the whole way through, and it's kind of giving a different vibe to the track throughout. But around 27 seconds, I would have added some instrumentation. It sounded like you took something out around a certain part, like I think maybe, I don't know, 4 or 8 bars after that. I would add a bass, some type of bass or bass line. It wasn't any like low end or anything on there, so probably add some type of low end to kind of fill it up a little bit. Switch the drums up, have a section where you break those drums down. Yeah, and then just building up. build up to break down to build back up again, and then sting out. I wouldn't have the guitar solo in the end. Again, just coming off of the high energy, or not really high energy. It's not like a high energy track, but like coming off of the main idea, the hook, and just sting out. And then you'll be good to go. But yeah, I'm not mad at the vibe. Not mad at the mix. The vocals were like a little high in the mix. You can just turn those down a little bit. But yeah, I think a bass would make it a more well-rounded mix frequency wise. So those are my thoughts on it, man. Appreciate you submitting that joint. Hopefully it helps. Let's see. He says it was 3 different harmony choirs. Okay, cool. I thank you all for the feedback. Okay. Guitar could have came in earlier. Changed the ear on the build up. It looked like people wanted that guitar earlier. You could probably add the guitar in somewhere in one of the verses or something like that. Bring the change up in a little sooner. Indeed. Add more body in mids. Absolutely. Everybody wanted those guitars early. Dope stuff. Yes, indeed. Good stuff, man. I'm loving the improvement I'm hearing, man, from week to week. So yeah, I appreciate you submitting. Dope. Let's see. Did we play this one? Did we play a beat called Juneteenth? I feel like we did. Let's play it. Okay, so this one's not bad. I think the mix is solid. I like the drums. I like the whole vibe. It's repetitive. It's not doing a whole lot, but this is the one exception that I will make, and that is only because I seen a brief this week for sports stuff, and they actually preferred it to be loopy and minimal. So I'll give you that one exception that maybe CBS Sports or ESPN would use something like this on some highlight reels where they just loop the thing over and over and over and over again, and then you may be good, and it's not a lot. One thing I would probably take out, though, is that synth. It almost sound like a West Coast kind of synth. I would take that out, mostly because of like the frequencies in which it's like in. Or roll off roll off some of the high end. So, so it's not as, high indie. Yo, I be making up words like it's not even an official word, but yeah. So that would be my notes, but like, with an exception of the briefs that ask you for loopy stuff, I would end up structuring this one different so that it builds a little bit quicker. I think we were at like 45 seconds, and I don't think that synth came in yet. So like, I would have it build quicker. I would add some instrumentation on it. Let me see how it ended. It's 3 minutes and 34 seconds long. Like, you can cut that joint like in half. Yeah, and no fade outs, and add a sting ending, and you may be able to do something. Yeah, that happened with the track I had placed on MTV. They looped it for 2 minutes, bro. Like, what was it? Good Morning Football, man. Like, they used a lot of stuff last year, and I never, like, y'all know me. Like, my cues aren't longer than like a minute and a half. Like, the longest instrumental cue I've ever made is like around 2 minutes tops. But they took that joint and looped it for like 7 to 8 minutes, man. Like, I've never seen that happen before. So in sports, man, like, they'll loop some stuff, and as long as your track is like, on a nice, BPM to where they can just chop it and loop it without it sounding crazy, you can end up getting like a decent chunk of playtime. So it's crazy. Shout out to sports, man. They're looking out. They looking out for us. Yeah, I definitely, Eugene, I made that up, man. High indie. It's spelled ENDY though. High indie. That's trademarked by ClintMusic. So yeah. Let's see what we got next. I'm gonna play two more, man, and we gonna wrap it up for the night. That's hilarious. Okay, I will stop talking, and I will mute myself and not talk after I'm. Shout out to the Sting ending. Who did this one? Is it Marlon? Is this you? Good stuff. I think the mixing can be tweaked. Your drums, probably bring those drums up, make those drums hit a little bit harder. I love the Sting ending. I think let me see. Yeah, Something's different. I think everything on this one is just about mixing and bringing the bringing those sounds out, putting them in their respective places as far as EQ is concerned. But you're definitely on the right track. I like the vibe. I like the chords, the progressions and things like that. But yeah, it's a nice tempo as well. Something that's, mid-tempo stuff gets used quite a bit. But yeah, I would say just keep working on the mixes. The more you mix, the better you get. Especially if you have the mixing course. My urban mixing made simple. It'll help you bring those drums out. But yeah, nice stuff, man. That was a dope vibe. And I like the structure too. And you're right at you. I wonder if you have how to structure instrumentals for TV course, because you're like right at 130. And the structure looks familiar. So yeah, shout out to my guy Marley, man. That sounds good. You're definitely on the right track with that. Eugene brought the fire truck emoji out on his joint. Nice. Ola says they want to license the beat. David Otero, when's the next submission? It to be announced, because I'm scheduling a podcast interview, and it may end up being it's going to be on a Friday, but I'm not sure if it's going to be next Friday or the Friday after next. So yeah, so it's to be announced. It may be next week. It may be the week after. But to make sure you know for sure, just make sure you're on my email list, and you'll know, either way. So you can be on top of it. So to get on my email list, just download the free 6-step guide to getting TV placements. That'll get you on my email list. And then on Thursday, if we do it next Thursday, I'll shoot out an email Thursday morning. If we do it the following Thursday, you'll get the email that Thursday, and then you can submit as well. So we got like one more, and then we're going to shut it down. But this has been dope, man. Y'all submitting some dope stuff. So yeah, no doubt. I haven't come across a musical community in a while. Yes, indeed. Yo, like this is what we do, man. So come back anytime. We here. All right. Next one is, let's see what we got. This is Nikki Beezy. Yo, this joint was vibey. It was a couple parts. That part right there, the chords are clashing. I think it happened. It happened in another part, like in the middle of the song. So just be mindful of that and making sure those chords aren't clashing. I like the strings you use, and like the strings that the movements like of the strings, like the joints was dope. The high ends on those percussions, there's some popping too on when you're transitioning from like loop to loop. Crossfade those edges, because if you don't, you'll hear popping like in the mix. So like when you're especially if it's like a sample or something, or if you like cut audio off at a certain point, if you don't crossfade, you'll get like, popping and stuff like that. I would stick with like so like this part, I would put like either at the beginning of the first verse or at the beginning of the second verse, so that you kind of have a build up, because you like, I don't know if this was the hook. Yeah, because you kind of build up, or you were building up, and then you kind of broke it down a little bit more before going into the hook. So I would just kind of switch that up structure wise. Yeah, and then just we have a sting. Yeah, we gotta add a sting ending on that joint. But yeah, I think if we tightened up the mix, some editing things as far as crossfade, tighten up the structure. I think it has potential. It is on the slower side. So I'm, some those things get placed, but not as much as like the mid and up tempo stuff. But as far as like production, it's not bad. I can definitely hear the improvement from week to week. Eighth version, don't matter how many times it take. Right, I just learned about building up and breaking down. Took your structure course. Okay, dope. Let's see. Keep relative notes in key. Certain sounds were clashing from sex. Yeah, we talked about that. This was about the 8th version of the song. Hey, however many it takes, right? We've all been there before. The guitar sounds nice, but not entering the song at the right time. Variation in the effects. Use some automation. Yeah. So yeah. So you still learning chords. The learning curve is real. Hey, trust me, I know. But yeah, like even with that learning curve, it's not bad. Like the joint's not bad. Like I said, with those few tweaks, you have a solid track. You know what I mean? So definitely keep it up. You got the tools. You got you got my structure course. So now you got the formula as far as structure. So now you can start producing music based on that structure that I show you in the how to structure instrumentals for TV course, and apply, your production to that. I think you got my mixing course too. So yeah, just applying all that information and, just getting your reps in, you know what I'm saying? Like the more tracks, however many times you got to do it, revise it, whatever. You keep coming back here, we can critique it, and then it gets better and better, and then you just keep growing and growing from there. Next thing you know, you're doing it in your sleep, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can definitely hear the growth. Shout out to Nikki. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate your consistency and willingness to learn and grow too as a producer. Like that's super dope. And there's no limit, with the mentality like that. So, dope stuff. So yeah, man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who came through and submitted. Lamar says, Clint, did you hook up with Josh K yet from Connecticut? I did. I reached out to him, shot him a DM. I'm waiting for him. We chopped it up a little bit. I'm just waiting for him to give me to respond, give me the green light, man, so we can make it happen. So yeah. But this was super dope, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the super chats. And yes, if you guys need any of my mixing courses, my how to structure instrumentals for TV, use the coupon code YouTube 50. You'll get 50% off tonight. So use that at checkout at shop.clintproductions.com. So yeah, all the tools, loop packs, courses, whatever you need to continue growing in your craft, those can be found there. So yeah, LW said Josh K is a star. Yeah, man, dude is dope. Like, it's crazy. I need to follow up with him because he didn't hit me back. So yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out because the dude is like I watched some of his IG videos and he was like singing. But the dude can like legit sing. It's not like just auto tune, and he sounds good like recorded. Like, you know how some singers like they sound great when you record them and edit them and put, you know, pitch correction on them. But like the dude was like actually singing. So yeah, hopefully he hits back, man, and takes advantage of the opportunity. Eugene, yeah, appreciate it, man. It definitely was a good night. Y'all be safe. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.